me. Hey, get up, we're going out.
What is it?
It's Britt on the road.
I think I want to hear this.
From the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Oh, that's a nice combo. And I love it.
You're on with Britt Bailey.
And away we go!
And we are back. Mike and the Moonpies, how are you this afternoon?
I'm great, Britt. How are you doing?
I am good. I am good, but I am bummed because I know you guys were supposed to be playing here at the National Finals Rodeo. And, you know, just the way things go, sometimes that just doesn't happen.
Yeah. We all are way too familiar with that these days, I think.
Right. Exactly. So I know you guys have had a lot of stuff going on this last year. You had your song out, Paycheck to Paycheck. We got so many requests for that on our station. So that was just phenomenal to have you guys on there.
Well, thanks. Yeah, that song was tailor-made to get people excited on the radio. It's only 2.5 minutes.
Right? Exactly. Oh, man. So tell me a little bit about what you kind of had going on this last year.
We basically ran a lot of miles out of our record and on the road, and we did more touring. It was our first year back since COVID, really. So we went pedal to the floor. We did a sold out tour through the Southeast that in a market we had really not been in a whole lot, and so that felt really good. And did some cool festival gigs, and it's we're just we're in the planning for the whole next year right now. So more and more to come.
That's awesome. So you guys have quite a bit coming. I know you've got the new song out on the radio. Tell me a little bit about this one.
Hour on the Hour is the new single. And it's like, man, it's a country song about country songs. I wrote that song 3 or 4 times. I think I wrote the country song that I'm singing about in that song.
Dude,
and then threw that away and wrote a song about that.
Oh, that's awesome. It is getting a lot of traction though. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it feels really good. That song, I knew as soon as I heard it back in the studio, I was like, yeah, I think we've got something here with this song. I think the most successful we've been at, like, really recreating what I had in my head for a song, from front to back, and that whole song came together like awesome. We're so stoked about it.
That's so cool. So tell me, do you guys do a little bit of market research? Do you guys, when you go out onto a show and stuff, do you try in some of the new stuff and see how well it's received?
I do. Yeah. I mean, we have a pretty tight show that we work out.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the front end of the show and the back end of the show is kind of just set in stone. Like, this is how we like to start it and how we like to end it. But in the middle, I go through a lot of like analytics to figure out what people are listening to in those towns, and we have a pretty good idea. We're very friendly with most of our fan base. We're connected to them, so I know what some of these people's favorite songs are and what town they live in. You know what I mean? we talk about it all the time, so it's cool to get to do that for the people I know really want to hear that song.
Yeah, well, that is, and that just shows how great you guys are at what you do, being willing to listen to your fans and being interested in what they are interested in you guys with. Do you ever have any of those like really kind of crazy fans that come after the shows for the meet and greets?
we do. But I mean, we like all those people, I mean, it's everybody. I mean, we have people that send me gifts for like my son, and like, this guy Rossi, I'm going to call him out cause he would love it. But he sent me like these little El Camino cards for my son Brazos the other day. And like, we're just very connected, and that's cool. We're happy to hang out with all those people because we just like to have a good time.
Yeah, exactly. So speaking of having a good time, next year, 2023, you've got some good tours coming up. Where some of the cool places that you can announce already? Don't get me wrong. We don't want to get in on any embargoes, but where's some of the cool places you can announce already?
Well, we're starting off the year like we normally do with festival season kind of thing. Like we're doing Music Fest and Steamboat to kick off the year. Yeah, me too. We're gonna spend the end of January at Mile Zero Fest in Key West.
So you go from snow to wonderfully warm. That's good.
We've been doing it the past few years. It's really been working out. I like it a lot. We're gonna spend February touring through the Southeast and up the East Coast, going to DC and coming back down. But to hit the we're leaving out of Miami for the Outlaw Cruise at the end of the month, at the end of February. So we're just doing the festival circuit and with a little tour in the middle. And then spending April in Europe. So we'll go back to Europe for the whole month of April.
That's fun. How do you like doing those cruises? Do you like being on the big boats?
I've had some bad experience on cruises before.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it makes me a little nervous with all the COVID stuff still and everything too. I know a lot of people are like, do I want to do the cruise or do I not?
They can be fun. I mean, my first ever experience on a cruise, me and my wife were on this one that broke down in the Gulf of Mexico, and we had to like stay out there for 8 days with no power and get towed in. I'm a little bit burnt on the cruise thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. We have a lot of friends on the Outlaw Cruise this year, so it's gonna be great.
That's very cool. So, quick question: if you had unlimited, thinking of cruise ships, if you had unlimited resources, what would be something that you would build?
I don't know. I'm about a community thing. Like I want a big. I always thought that I would take over a old school and just make like hotels and venues all through all the rooms. So you can just like hang out. I just want like a big commune of entertainment.
Oh, that's awesome. I think that should easily be done, especially with some of these malls now that are all going outside.
That's exactly what I was thinking. If I had a mall and I could create every store was a different venue or a club or a restaurant or a hotel room, man, that'd be awesome.
How fun. You could do each wing, you could do like country, that you could do that'd be awesome. I love it. Well, Mike, I appreciate you hopping on here with me, and I wish that you could have been here with us at the National Finals Rodeo.
Same.
I know you've been here before, and always a great time with you, but I think we just need to look forward to you next year.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds good. Well, you have a great afternoon, and we will see you down the road.
All right. Thanks a lot, Britt. Appreciate it.
That was another On the Road exclusive with Britt Bailey.
Now that's what I call country.
Yeah, you guys are so much fun. It's just who we are.
Bring on the country.
It's what we do.
On location at the National Finals Rodeo.